Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
So I was going to post this video months ago, but something felt weird about trying to summarise something that didn't feel finished yet, and it kind of still doesn't really feel finished, so I don't really know why I said that. But with 2018 kind of coming to a close, I feel like now is the best time to kind of reflect upon what was probably the biggest event of 2018 for me, which was my move to London. This video is also going to be super long, so I am going to split it into two parts, just so you know. So basically, when I was at university, all I wanted to do was be not at university. I was at uni in Norwich, which is where I've lived my whole life, and I was travelling backwards and forwards from London about every other week for events and whatnot, and I thought that it made sense to live here. I was also really hyper aware of the fact that, as I said, I have lived in Norwich my whole life, and I didn't want to live in Norwich my whole life, not because of Norwich, just because I wanted to try somewhere different. But one thing that I did always know was who I was going to live with, which I think is quite a big difference between my experience and the experience of a lot of people my age who just move cities out of the blue. Meghan, who has been my best friend for like 20 years, already lived in London, and I stayed with her all the time, and even though she has 1 year of uni left, it made sense that we ended up living in the same place. So that was really weird as well, because after like 20 years of knowing Meghan, like, we'd never lived together, but we knew that it would be fine because we spent so much time together already. But as I've said, I grew up in Norwich, I was born in Norwich, everything I've ever done was in Norwich, so it kind of wasn't until I decided for definite that I was definitely going to leave that I kind of realised the implications of like what I was leaving, which now that I'm kind of away from it doesn't seem as much of a big deal as it did. But at the time it really did feel like the universe was shifting, or my universe at least, and yeah, it was quite strange. And I felt kind of like a loss, I suppose, for just like how my life was and stuff. So I decided to have like a little garden party and just invite all my closest friends and family.
Meghan, what's happening?
Why are you sounding like that?
Hattie, what's happening?
It's Amy's party!
But what? What's happening?
Right now?
Well, no, but what's the party for? That makes it sound like it's her birthday. It's happening right now. This is what's happening. We're all stood around Amy while she paints her nails.
It's a great party.
That's the party, yeah. Amy is leaving her. She's deserting Nozza for
She's not
better
leaving me,
things.
is she?
No,
Instead,
so
she's actually ruining my life now.
yeah. So this is a party to celebrate her leaving and ruining Meghan's life.
Yeah.
We can't wait.
What a party!
So on the day of, my little hosting crew came over to help me set everything up and sort all the food out and the decorations and stuff.
Hey, well, what do we need to do now?
What we need to do is get in the garage.
Oh.
Ooh.
Get in the
garage.
I love how much juice there is.
Yeah. All equipped.
Just grab everything.
Yeah, grab everything. We're just having a small snack. Just a small snack. Small carbohydrate. You alright, Dad?
It was mental and a complete mess, and I loved it.
A monolith. Should we make a tower block? Like a monolith of bread. Is that the right word?
Monolith.
This is going really well. This is great. It looks really good. I think we've done a really good job.
I think that's really nice.
Guys, we need some overlap for a song. I'm going to put something on the big screen.
Right, Stuart. Here we go. Yeah, dancing with a knife is a
Have you, yeah, but it's like cushioned in bread, so it's maybe fine.
Get on. Oh, that's very close. What's in that jug?
Water.
You sure?
Meg. I'm just a bit thirsty.
That was
just a little.
Oh my god. That is a jug of gin.
And then as people started arriving, Meghan and I both got like presents and cards, which we didn't expect to happen. So that was nice.
This is our first joint card. Great!
It's so good to finally meet you.
No, it's about us. When I laugh, it's all about us. This is about us. Stop meeting people.
Okay, right, come on then, Benny.
This is like a.
We've had a joke. Everybody around us thinks that we're like a married couple already, because Meghan and I discuss everything with each other and also argue a lot. So it was weird to have like presents and cards being directed at both of us, and it kind of made the fact that we're going to move in together feel like even more real.
A nice, healthy, balanced diet. No, I'm ignoring all the nice, healthy things. There are healthy things.
Are you vlogging?
What? Yeah, I don't know if this is...
Hello everyone, welcome to Everyone's Party.
So I didn't film much while the actual party was going on because a lot of people there probably didn't really want a camera shoved in their face. But you know what they did shove in their face? Cake!
Are you bringing it then? Are you bringing it?
No, it's in there, but I'm gonna cut it.
Tim, my granddad, had made these 3 incredible cakes and decorated them all with like relevant things. So one of them was London themed, one of them was graduation themed, and one of them was Disney themed because Disney is always relevant to me.
Look how amazing these are.
They were like chocolate cake with coffee cream filling. Oh, they were so good. I ate more for breakfast. It was just a super chilled day, which was really nice because when do you ever get the opportunity to have like everybody you know in one place? I have got a cough, I'm not about to start crying. But yeah, so basically it just kind of made me feel very loved that everybody had gone to the effort to come, and it was just, it was a really nice day. And then when most people had gone home, a few of us decided to go swimming. My dad was on hand just in case anything got too wild, but what ended up happening was Meg made up a synchronised swimming routine and taught it to the rest of us. We know how to party.
Is everybody feeling toasty warm?
One, and it's, sorry, one.
Wait, one?
Yeah.
5, yeah. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Watching the footage back, it looked more impressive at the time. But after the party was over, I needed to throw myself into packing and planning, and it was crazy and stressful and exciting, and I loved it and I hated it. And then the date was moved forward, and then all of a sudden we had less than a week to sort everything out and move.
My nose is crusty, I'm so ill.
That's nice. Megan, in 3 to 5 words with no swears, can you...
No Swiss.
No swears.
With no Swiss.
No Swiss
Josh,
cheese.
I do just like to whack out the Swiss sometimes.
In 3 to 5 words with no swears, can you describe how you feel about the fact that we have less than a week?
It's quite hard to do without any swears. How about bursting?
A good start.
Petrified. Ecstatic.
Fantastic.
How's that?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It went so quickly, and I came down to London with my mum and my sister to pick up the keys and have a little first look round, and then a few days later Megan and I packed the car up and we drove 3 hours and 8 minutes from my old house to my new house.
There's pigeon, no, in the way. That's not how we're starting off today. It's gone. No pigeon deaths.
You think we're on level 3?
I can't remember, it's 3 or 4. And that is where I'm going to end the first part of this 2-part video. So the second part will be the London part, and I'll make sure that I post that either tomorrow or the next day. But I'll see you tomorrow either way, because that is the nature of daily December. Don't forget to give the video a like if you haven't already, and subscribe to my channel again if you haven't already. But to be honest, if you've watched me ramble for this long, then like you probably are already subscribed to the channel, because I don't know why anybody who I didn't know or didn't know me would bother with this. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Love you, bye!
Oh, the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. As long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.